Hello friends, welcome again. Friends, in our previous video, we discussed syntax of English language. In today's lecture, we want to understand parts of speech in English language. Friends, we all are using English language and we know that language is a medium of communication. If you want to communicate your ideas, your thoughts, we generally use language to express these thoughts and ideas, right? Now, when you are using the language, you are actually using some sentences, right? And sentences are made of words, right? Sentences are made of words and these words are categorized and they are given different names which are known as parts of speech. Say for example, when we speak this sentence, I play tennis, right? This is a small sentence in which you find three words, but all these three words have different roles to play, different functions to perform. Like the word I is the subject, the word play is the verb, and tennis is the object, or it is also known as noun. So noun, verb and pronoun I, these are parts of speech. Let's take one more example. The man in black is looking at me, right? The man here, the word the, T-H-E, the is the determiner, man is a noun, in is a preposition, black is an adjective, is looking is a verb, at preposition, me a pronoun. So different words are used and we give different names to each and every word which we use in our language. So today in this video lecture we want to understand how these words are given different names which are known as parts of speech. As I told you, words are categorized, are classified according to the role they play or the function they perform in English language. Okay, so to put the words into different categories, we give them different names, right? These special names given to these words in the sentences are known as parts of speech, right? Now, friends, there are total 8 parts of speech in English language, okay? But mainly, the parts of speech or the words can be categorized, can be classified into two major categories, and they are open class parts of speech and closed class parts of speech. Okay, we have 4 open class parts of speech known as noun, verb, adverb and adjective. Friends, remember these 4 names, okay? Noun, verb, adverb and adjective. These are open class parts of speech. Now, on the other hand, we have 4 types of words which are known as closed class parts of speech, and they are prepositions, conjunctions, determiners and interjections, right? Now the question is, what is this open class parts of speech? Okay, as I told you, noun, verb, adverb and adjective, these are open class parts of speech. Now what is the definition of open class? When new words, when the name itself tells us what is open class parts of speech. when new words can be added to a particular category or a particular class, it is called an open class parts of speech. Okay, we know that language is dynamic, it keeps on changing from time to time. So from time to time some new words are introduced in each and every language, and English is not an exception. In English language also, we come across many new words. Daily some new words are coined, are innovated by the language user. Say for example, in today's times we are using internet, we are using this advanced technology, and some new words which were not found before some 10 or 20 years are now found in English language, like internet, like modem, like multimedia, email. These are the newly constructed, newly coined or newly innovated words. So these words are added into the open class parts of speech. Why? Because in closed class there is no scope of introducing more new words. Okay, even some new verbs are also coined and introduced, like recently we come across the words like download, okay, upload, or reboot the system. These are the verbs which are newly introduced in the recent history. Okay, so open class in short means new words can be added to that category, right? So now you understand the closed class also, I am sure. Why? Because the name tells us that they are closed class parts of speech. As I told you earlier, there are four types, closed class parts of speech, and they are prepositions, conjunctions, determiners, and interjections, right? And now these parts of speech are closed. That means you cannot add new words into this category. There are some fixed number of words, no scope of adding more new words. Say for example, determiners, right? Determiner is a closed class parts of speech. Why? Because we have only three determiners in English language, and they are a, an, and the. Right? These are the three articles. Now you cannot add fourth article or the fourth determiner into this. Why? Because they are fixed, and that's why they are known as closed class parts of speech. Now one by one we are going to discuss all these 8 parts of speech in English language. First of all, we begin with open class parts of speech. As I told you, there are 4 types of open class parts of speech, and number 1 is noun. Now what is noun? Okay, noun is a word which suggests a person, a place, or a thing. Okay, noun is a word which is used to describe a person, a place, or a thing, or an idea. Say for example, mobile, right? Mobile is a thing, right? Say for example, village is a place, right? Say for example, teacher, student, doctor, these are persons, right? So these words, teacher, doctor, girl, boy, they are nouns. Table, chair, pen, mobile, aeroplane, these are nouns. Okay, and in the same manner, country, village, garden, school, college, these are nouns. So the nouns are the words which suggest some places or some things or some people or the persons, right? These nouns often are used with some articles, right? Before the noun you will find sometimes an article. Say for example, there is a pen in my pocket. So pen is a noun and before the noun you use the article a. There is a pen in my pocket, right? So proper nouns always start with capital letters. Now there are different types of nouns like proper noun, concrete noun, abstract noun, collective noun, and these types of nouns, friends, we will discuss in our next video, because it is we have to discuss it in detail, right? So we don't want to enter into that detail right now, the types of noun. But remember, all proper nouns are written with the first letter capital. Proper noun means your name. So for example, Vipul. So the first letter is capital, right? These nouns can sometimes be singular, can sometimes be plural. It can be concrete, it can be abstract. We will discuss this in detail when we discuss the different types of noun in our next lecture, right? The next part of speech is verb. Friends, remember, verb is the heart and soul of any language, and English is not an exception. Without the verb, you cannot make your sentence meaningful, right? What is verb? The verb means the word which expresses some actions, right? Or sometimes a state of being. Say for example, when you use the word play, P-L-A-Y, play is a word which expresses some action of playing, right? In the same manner, listen. Listen is a verb which expresses the action of listening, right? Speak, go, come, stand, think. All these words are verbs, okay? And verbs are very important. And now, friends, remember, there are mainly two types of verbs, and they are lexical verbs, and another one is the auxiliary verbs. Now the verbs can be classified into different categories. I'm going to upload a new video on different types of verbs, because that also takes almost a half an hour to understand different types of verbs, right? So that we will discuss later in our next video. So the next part of speech is adjective, right? Adjective means what? The word which adds some more meaning to the noun is known as an adjective. So adjective, you can say, is a modifier of the noun. Say for example, you are using some word flower, right? Flower is a noun, but when you say fresh flower, right? So the word fresh adds some more meaning to the noun flower, because there is a difference. When you say flower, that means flower, but when you say fresh flower, it changes the meaning of the noun, right? So that's why the word fresh is known as an adjective. Let's take one more example. Say for example, if somebody says there is a lady, right? When somebody speaks this line, there is a lady, you will have that picture of a lady in your mind, fine? But when somebody says there is an old lady, so the whole picture is changed, right? Who changed this picture in your mind? The word old, O-L-D. Why? Because the word old, which is used before the noun lady, it changes the meaning of the noun, right? So the word old is an adjective. Okay. The fourth part of speech is adverb. Okay, open class part of speech, adverb. Now what is the verb? What is this adverb? You know, the name itself tells us what is an adverb. Adverb, the word which adds some more meaning to the verb, is known as an adverb, right? So in short, you can say the adverb modifies the verb. It gives some new shape and new meaning to the verb. Okay. For example, the words like loudly, carefully, quickly, easily, all these words are adverbs. Let's take one example. He speaks loudly, right? This sentence, and this is one sentence, he speaks loudly, and there is another sentence, he speaks slowly, right? So the word loudly and slowly have the power to give a new meaning to the verb speak in these two different sentences, right? So this is the fourth part of speech known as adverb. Now we come to discuss the closed class parts of speech. As I told you, there are four types of closed class parts of speech, and the first one is preposition. Preposition means what? Preposition. Okay, the word which acquires, which gets preposition, that means the position before the noun is known as a preposition. It is always used before the noun. Okay, and the function of this preposition in a sentence is to connect different words, okay, and to convey some more information about the nouns in terms of location, in terms of time, in terms of direction. Okay, say for example these words like in, on, over, under, below, from, during, towards, at. These are different prepositions found in English language. Okay, you must have read these words while reading English language. The ball is in the cupboard. So here the word in is the preposition which is used before the noun cupboard, right? We enjoyed a lot during the vacation. So here the word during is a preposition which is used before the noun vacation, right? I woke up at 5 in the morning. In this sentence there are two different prepositions. I woke up at 5. Here the word at, which is used before the word 5, is a preposition. In the morning, here the word in is a preposition. So prepositions are there in English language. Another closed parts of speech is conjunction. Conjunction means to join together, right? The words which join two different words in a sentence or two different clauses or sentences in a single sentence is known as a conjunction. Many times we come across the words like and, or, but, that, which, and all such hundreds of words. These are known as conjunctions, right? Say for example, he and she study in my class. So here you are joining two different pronouns, he and she, with the help of a conjunction known as and, right? In the same manner, he said that he was busy then, right? Here you are joining two different clauses. He said is one sentence, he was busy is another sentence, and these two different sentences are joined with the help of the word that. So that is a conjunction. Okay, now the third part of speech, which is closed parts of speech, is determiner. You know, the name itself tells us what is determiner. Determiner means definite. It determines the number in the sentence. The word which determines something about the noun is known as a determiner. Generally, we consider only three determiners in English language: a, and the. right? A and the. These are the three articles. They are known as determiners, right? Sometimes we consider other words like this, that, these, those, any, more. These are also known as other subsidiary determiners, right? When you say I have an apple, so here the word an, which is used before the word apple, which is a noun, it is a determiner. The apple is fresh. Okay, here the word the is a determiner, right? And the last one is interjection. This is very interesting, right? Many times in our informal language, in our day-to-day communication, we use these words, but we actually don't know that these are known as interjections. Interjections actually are the words which express our emotions, right? They are mostly found in informal language, in personal language. When two friends are talking, you will find these words. The words like oh my God, alas, wow. These words are known as interjections, right? Say for example, where we say, hey, stop messing up with me, right? Or you may say, hooray, we won the match. So the words hey, hooray, oh, alas, wow, these words are known as interjections. So friends, here we come to the end of the discussion of 8 different parts of speech, right? Let me summarize the whole discussion again. Parts of speech are the names which are given to different words in the sentences. Okay, each word has different function to perform, and that's why each word is given a different name. There are mainly 2 types of parts of speech: open class parts of speech and closed class parts of speech. And there are 4 open class and 4 closed class parts of speech. So friends, I hope now the idea is clear to you, and please share this video among your friends. If you have any doubts, do write to me in the comment section of this channel. Thank you very much.